about
Anti-Semitic
ethnicities.
remarks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was, and he was telling me, to give him sexual favors and stuff like that. And so,
Yeah.
and then at one point I baited him into saying, you know, are you mentally ill? And he said, well, I do take medication for mental illness. So
I heard that. I did hear that.
so he did admit it. So the kid, he's not right. And you know, I don't know about you. I mean, I've been drunk in the past. I'm sure we all three have been drunk in the past. I'm a happy drunk. I have a great time. I laugh. I have a great time. This kid, he gets evil. All his evilness comes out. And I did find out. Yes, he cannot see his kid. He can't see his kid. And Joe, that was much more than just beer and a weed pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
was
was taking ibuprofen. He was doing dabs. He was drinking
yeah,
tomato beer, according to Jeremy.
yeah.
I feel like I'm the only one that drinks those dang tomato beers, the cheladas. That's funny. He's like, oh, he's drinking those dang tomato beers. They're delicious. They are. I was having so much fun. I was partying like there was no tomorrow.
He
Yeah.
fell down. He was on the ground at one point, and you can hear he was struggling to breathe.
Wow.
He was struggling to breathe. In other words, your respiratory system is shutting down. In other words, your body's fighting to breathe. And I was putting in the comments, even though he crapped all over me and said egregious things to me, I was telling people in the chat, somebody please contact, someone that knows him, because the he's gonna pass away. And the kid
Yeah.
can't breathe. He's on the floor. He was on the table, Joe, right? And then he slid off and fell on the ground. I mean,
Wow.
I've never been that drunk in my life, and I've had an entire bottle of alcohol in the past, and way long ago, and I was able to get up and go sit down or something like that. But that kid, he was under the influence of something that was way beyond weed and alcohol. So I don't know what the kid does, but he showed himself for the evil, sadistic person he is. And I hope you run with it. Dr. Dave did a great job. Dr. Dave didn't touch on the other
Yeah.
stuff that he talked
I
about.
was surprised. I was
Yeah.
surprised because I don't know if Dr. Dave knew about those anti-Semitic remarks. That was, he was saying that Ham Banana was saying he was going to change his name to Hitler,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's why
Yeah.
he's trying to grow his little mustache out to look like Hitler. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yo, bro.
See, people like Joey and Mike Cerrone don't get sarcasm. It was funny. I said I was gonna grow in a prepubescent, light little mustache and just shave it like Hitler. I don't remember why. I was still making fun of what's his name, Mike Cerrone, I think. But I remember that part. I was like, it's just gonna be like a prepubescent Hitler stash. Because my hair don't grow in very thick.
And then he
and I
said he was laughing about the Holocaust. I was like,
so
what, dude? Are you serious? You're
Joe,
laughing about the Holocaust?
If you heard me say this, I was on the stream and I said, you're making fun of the worst atrocity, the worst homicide in the history of the world, and you're laughing about it. He goes, he, who cares?
Yeah.
The world
And he was
cares.
mocking. Lauren was on that panel. He was
Yeah,
mocking Lauren, and
yeah,
she's Jewish.
she's Jewish. Yeah,
I was
so
like, dude, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You're mocking a Jewish girl,
yeah,
and then you're laughing about you said, oh, I think the Holocaust is funny. Funny?
yeah, and
Oh,
that's just
wow.
there's no comic value there. Like in other words, there's things you don't talk about. You don't talk about people's kids. You don't talk about people dying. And then he was talking about the whole thing about having relations with my dead relatives, and then just kept saying it over and over and over again. So Joe, he's a sick kid, and his medication is obviously not working, because if he's on antipsychotic drugs and he's drinking and doing alcohol and all kinds of pills, it's counteracting the medicine that's supposed to fix his brain. So great job, man. I mean, keep going. But that he showed me, I just can't believe people like this exist. Like that. There's people that are actually like this daily. And you're right, Joe. He went back up later on that day, and like nothing happened. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what? You. I mean, there's going to be. I mean, all I can say is this, and I'm not picking on Lauren because I think Lauren is very intelligent, but I think as soon as you started talking about her own race of people, she should have just got off and left, or
Yeah.
said,
I
or,
was just like, come on,
or
Lauren, get off of there.
or said, hey, that's disgusting to say that. But it was like they just let him. So it's either two things: either we're letting him bury himself, but what he said, Joe, what he said is unforgivable. I've said some stupid stuff in the past. You have to admit, I've said some stupid stuff, but I have never threatened sexual harm on somebody. I've never talked sexual things about somebody. I've never threatened, a race of people like it was funny, and he showed me, where the world is going right now, and he's one of those people that he needs serious mental help, like serious.
And then Lauren, instead of her talking about how the anti-Semitic rant, how he said that about her,
Yeah.
she opens up a stream and talks about Chili. It's like, so what about Chili? Leave Chili alone. Everybody just wants to use Chili's name just to get some views and clicks and views. It's like, yo, leave that guy alone. Chili's not doing nothing to anybody. Leave him alone.
I think he's funny. I mean, I think he's hilarious.
All right, we're going to wrap that one up there. I think we traumatized Mike.
Hey,
Nah,
Tommy.
not even a little bit.
Hey, Tommy, you want her phone number so you
I like the distinguished.
Do you want the phone
I'm
number?
attracted to distinguished.
Rabbit, you sound like you're
Want the phone number?
disgruntled.
Yeah,
More
thank
like
you. Thank you.
anything.
Hey, I'll
Fuck up.
put her phone number in back chat. In back chat for you so you can phone bone the.
Oh shit! German lady says, "I'll phone bone leggy. I might be high on gummies. Don't judge."
Hey, I'm phone bone German lady. She's
Dude, that
hot.
phone bone and shit. You gotta let me know.
There you
that.
go, leggy. There you
That's
go.
you'll get you in trouble.
Have you
That
seen
phone
her?
bone shit.
Leggy ain't phone boning nobody.
Have you seen
Bullshit.
German lady?
She's gonna throw her legs up and put her
Leggy, you probably phone bone Cerrone.
rub it like crazy. Is that
German
Oh,
lady
you know
is
it, Grumpy.
smoking
You know
hot.
it, Grumpy.
German lady is smoking hot.
Oh, leggy.
So
You got that Eminem back up again, just like Cerrone.
Like he's
Well,
got the
'cause I got a
fucking
troll-
camera right
my
here. He's
troll-
like, oh.
What the fuck? When did I just see that shit?
oh my god!
I'm not stoned for this yet. Holy fuck! I just walked in the door.
Yo, Weber, you're crazy, bro.
Look right there.
Hey, Tom,
I see that. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy for that.
hey, Tommy, that's her phone number. If you
Yeah, you're crazy for that, motherfucker. I ain't
Wait
gonna
a second, though. German lady would have to be high, though. What the fuck?
Yeah, she has to be high.
For us. You gotta record that shit and play it on you.
Tommy,
Boning. This
Yeah.
is how
Tommy,
it works.
can you please delete my phone number from the chat? That silly wabbit
what-
just posted.
What?
I don't
it's in
appreciate
in
it.
private.
Dude, don't
it's
put her
in
phone
private
number in the
chat.
chat.
It's in
Yeah,
private
I can't.
chat. You dumb
I'm on my
fucking
phone. I don't know how to do that. How do you
You
take
can't.
that out?
You can out of the back chat, can you?
I can't do that.
Jesus, man.
I don't think
Rabbit.
private chat you can.
Only Doc
What's wrong
can.
with you? Why would you give my
It's
phone?
fun.
Can you
It's
take
in
that out,
private
Wabbit,
chat.
for me?
No, it's in private chat. Nobody else can see it.
Doc
thing
can
So
is,
see
when you
it.
click the
Everybody
link,
we could all see
Oh my
it if
God,
we
you
wanted to.
don't know how it works.
Oh,
There's
you
so
don't
many
know how it
trolls
works.
that are on the
See?
back chat watching this right now.
Oh, no,
That's
there's
I don't
not.
think they can see
viewed
it.
in Discord. Oh, it's true. Trust
You
me,
fucking
I've
bitch.
seen it. I know. Please take my phone number out. That's
Go
not
fuck
cool.
yourself.
Yeah, I
Tommy.
would, but I'm not able to.
That's
How
not
about
Chicken
you go?
bake, Tommy.
How about you go fuck yourself, ladybug?
What the fuck?
Rabbit, you sound like you got a bone to pick because she denied you or something. That's what
Yeah,
it
you
sounds
think,
like.
eh?
It sounds
I
like
would
you are
never.
disgruntled, Rabbit.
I would
There goes
never.
You
Leggy.
have
He's
some
phone boning.
sexual
Nothing to do with
frustration
that.
that didn't get taken care of
Nasty
in your phone
fucking
boning.
I don't know why he hates
lying
me so
ass.
much. I never
Fuck
did
your
anything to him.
Never.
Never.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Wow.
Not ever. Never said a word to you, about you, nothing.
Okay. Oh, a boot. We're gonna go
wow.
with the
Boot,
boot shit.
fucking ladybug. If it wasn't for that, you would never know you were Canadian.
A boot. A boot. We got a boot.
A moot.
Boo.
Go fuck yourself. That's all I got to say.
Well, I fuck my husband. You go fuck
Yeah.
yours.
There you go. Hell yeah.
And you know what, Ladybug? I can put your phone number on my community page.
Go
and there's
ahead,
nothing,
bitch.
and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, I
Ladybug,
can.
I just want to clarify
I
for
can change my
information
phone number. I
purposes
guess.
only. Don't get mad
No.
at Tommy later. Once it's in the back chat, it cannot be deleted by Tommy,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
if I would have taken it out. I'm not
Okay,
able to
well.
do that.
Nothing you can do about it, Ladybug. Not a
Well,
goddamn thing.
I'm not going to do that to you. So.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
No, but you tried. You tried before, didn't you?
Well,
How do you try?
delete the link.
How do you try to post somebody's phone number?
Well, other people might want to come
Are
up.
you sure you don't?
No, I'm
Well,
talking about
I'm not going to do that to you.
if somebody
Silly
comes
rabbit.
up, I already posted a number. If somebody else comes up, they can't fucking see it. because they were here when it
he's
was-
trying to get around.
Well, actually, that's not